Do you remember the kerfuffle? Do you remember the controversy that ensued in January of 2009 when I told the Wall Street Journal I didn't need 400 words to explain my hopes and dreams for the Obama administration? I only needed 4. And those words, I hope he fails. Do you remember the ensuing controversy? And what was it based on? They said that I, your beloved host, El Rushbo, a household name in all 4 corners of the world, was advocating for the failure of America. By not hoping the president succeeded, I was hoping America would fail. And, of course, I corrected them boldly and frequently. No, I'm hoping America survives. America will survive if Obama fails to implement his agenda. Well, he didn't fail to implement his agenda, and we had 8 years of stagnation and the near transformation of this country into something it was never founded to be. And that transformation was arrested and stopped and reversed, and is in the process of being reversed by Trump. But in contrast, take a look at CNN. CNN, MSNBC literally are unhinged and insane now. And it fascinates me to watch. CNN all morning, and even during the last break, they are totally devoted to the news that Stormy Daniels of the Make America Horny Again tour fame didn't sign the non-disclosure agreement and thus is free to tell all the details of her affair with Trump. Despite the fact that she accepted what was supposedly hush money from somebody, $130,000, she can now tell the world the truth of her affair with Donald Trump. And they think it's going to matter. This is the guy that survived the Access Hollywood video. This is the guy that the people voted for Trump, see this kind of stuff, and they reject it because it's the politics of old. It's the same old version of an October surprise, but CNN tries to have one every day. And it's become comical. They're beclowning themselves. CNN, MSNBC, New York Times, with their fledgling attempt to find anybody whose taxes went up and couldn't. But CNN has become an ongoing joke, and their numbers in February tanked even further. They don't even have at any point of the day an audience that's in total 1 million people. I do sit here as I watch them. It's like watching a car wreck every day. It literally is, folks. It has become predictable from CNN host, anchor, guest. It is entirely, totally predictable. And I find myself asking myself, what must the people that go to work there every day think? Are they really this off their rocker? Every one of them, from Jake Tapper to Anderson Cooper to John Berman to take your pick of anybody that's there, Fredo Cuomo, are they really off their rockers? Are they really now so detached from reality that they could be committed along with Nunberg? What is the difference in a CNN anchor and Sam Nunberg day to day? And the answer is very little. The CNN anchors might be sober, while Nunberg wasn't, but other than that, you can't tell them apart. They're hysterical. They're senseless. They're wandering aimlessly. They're throwing things up against the wall and hoping they stick. CNN is a network of Sam Nunbergs. And so is MSNBC. And I wonder, do these people, when they get up and contemplate their day, do they rub their hands together with glee and say, man, I can't wait to get to work today where I get to once again devote myself to destroying Trump over things that didn't happen? Or do they get up with drudgery and say, oh, geez, I got to do this again because it's what the network is ordering them to do? And the answer is it's probably a combination of the two. But I stare at it like it's a museum exhibit that is out of this world and unbelievable and incomprehensible. An organization professing to be populated by a bunch of professionals. And they've literally been reduced to what looks like an insane asylum with cameras on the walls. It's become an absolute joke. And I just wonder, the people that work there, are they in on the joke? Are they doing it because they're ordered to, or have they all collectively lost their minds? Not that it matters. I'm just curious. Because I couldn't get up and go to work every day under such orders. I couldn't come in here every day. Thankfully, there's nobody can tell me what to do. But if there were, I couldn't come in here and under orders just lie about everything and take the absolute wrong take on everything. I could not do it constitutionally, emotionally, mentally. I couldn't do it. They seem to have no problem with it. Okay, Texas. Was there a blue wave? See, ladies and gentlemen, up till the primary election yesterday, the drive-bys, including the unhinged and deranged at CNN and MSNBC, and we have to include the Washington Post and the New York Times. Well, no. The point about Obama failed, look at what CNN's doing. CNN is not only hoping Trump fails, they're trying to engineer the failure, is my point. I never tried to engineer the failure of Obama. I hoped that he would fail on the weight of his policies. But CNN was part of that group that just dumped on me all over the place for hoping Obama fails. And yet, look at what they're doing. CNN is trying to engineer and direct and bring about the failure of an administration and get rid of a duly elected president. And yet I was somehow a bad guy. And that's the contradiction.